Hi everyone, welcome to Love and Life Tarot. Pick a number from 1 to 3 and let's get started. Number 1. And you get confidence. So let's see what you might need to be aware of. It feels like there's a lack of flow or the pace of something has slowed down. So this could be centered around a job, craft, or even a hobby where you may have to think up or suggest ideas, maybe even plan and design concepts. But it feels like you've been experiencing a lack of clarity or some kind of block in your creative energy. Yeah. So you may be feeling stuck, lacking inspiration, or struggling to translate your ideas into action. Yeah, it's feeling like the energy just isn't flowing as freely as it normally does, and it is causing a lack of confidence and a lack of enthusiasm. Let's see. I feel like you may be unknowingly obsessing over the outcome of the process, and it's causing some kind of disconnect, which is increasing the lack of clarity and uncertainty for you. So it looks like you may need to take a step back and reconnect with your inner voice and your intuition and wait for inspiration. Yeah. Don't force anything, don't force any ideas or try to rush the process. I just think try to let the energy flow and allow the inspiration to come to you naturally. If this relates to a project or task that you're trying to undertake, it might be an idea to break it down into smaller, manageable steps to build momentum. Because I think you need to be patient, focus on the process rather than the outcome. Yeah. I feel like you will overcome this. I feel like it's just a temporary setback. You will reignite your creative energy. I think you just need to reconnect with your inner voice and your intuition, and you will regain your confidence around this. So that was the message. Until next time. Number 2. And you get silence. So let's see what you may need to be aware of. I feel like you're being watched or someone's keeping tabs on you. Yeah, it feels like covert surveillance. It's definitely some kind of observation and gathering of information. It feels like they could be trying to gain knowledge or information to use against you. If you're in the public eye or you have a public profile, you may need public exposure. But even if you have social media, obviously be you, but just be aware of how you present yourself and the information you're providing. This could even be around work, so ensure you're doing your job well and not cutting corners. Be aware of your interactions because it feels like you're being observed, but just not for positive reasons. Yeah, there just seems to be a level of scrutiny. It just feels like you're being studied or observed very carefully. They could even be waiting for you to make a mistake. You may need to keep a low profile for a while. Yeah, be discreet, maintain a level of privacy as much as you can. So that was the message. Until next time. Number 3. And you get attentiveness. So let's see what you may need to be aware of. I feel like you need to approach a situation with caution. Yeah. Like, don't be quick to jump in because I think there's more you need to know or understand about something before acting. It's suggesting to pay attention to the detail, acquire the relevant information that you need in order to make any informed decisions. I feel like this could relate to a legal situation, an agreement, or a contract. So, alertness and observation is required in order to fully understand the details. So, this may require you to research, ask questions, or even obtain advice from others. But it is just heavily emphasizing something around understanding the situation thoroughly before taking action. It's also suggesting to be cautious about trusting new people. I think be moderately open, but I think you may need to protect yourself and maintain healthy boundaries. So I feel like the focus is clear understanding of the situation before acting in any way. Yeah. Pay attention to the detail and obtain any relevant information before you make any informed decisions. So that was the message. Until next time.